Hello everyone. Okay, so I have a thing about orchids. So someone over the after the Chinese New Year threw out all these orchids. And my mum saw them and she picked them back out the trash. Well, it's like a room, it's like a trash room, so it wasn't like literally in the bin. I think someone just left it on the floor in like a big plastic bag. So including these really nice pots as well. So they threw the whole thing out and now they are in my flat. And oh my gosh. So so there's this one so it originally had like two stems. And I don't know how they do that. So the hothouse people, the hothouse orchid people can make these orchids produce two stems. And I noticed that the roots were like a lot of the roots were mushy. So I think I was over enthusiastic and I took it out of its little pot and like cut off like a whole bunch of mushy roots. And actually I thought like at least around half of them were still okay. So I repotted it in what I thought was a pretty decent orchid mix. But it just carried on but then it just started like taking a turn for the worse. Like its leaves started getting floppy, like this leaf is quite floppy. And then I started I was thinking, oh, am I not watering it enough? So I completely submerged the pot in water and left it there for like a day and then let it kind of dry out. But the leaf did not, it still stayed floppy, and then this leaf started getting a bit leathery as well. So that's when I realized that something was wrong, and when I took it back out of the media, and that's when I discovered that basically the rest of the roots had basically all died. So there seems to be one root that seems to be okay. This one's pretty much dead. This one's like really soft, it's like papery. So I'll probably just cut that off. I don't know. I haven't decided, but yeah. So what I've decided to do. So I do know that orchids can absorb water through their leaves. But you also have to be careful not to, so there is this thing called crown rot, so I just want to avoid that. The crown rot is like if the crown, so I've just dropped this into the water by accident, so so that's probably not great. So I'm going to just leave this. So I had this other orchid which pretty much died off apart from one leaf. What I did with that particular leaf was just leave it on some sphagnum moss and just regularly mist it. And that leaf did actually live for quite a long time. So I do know that these leaves are really, really robust. And what I'm gonna do is just gonna leave one end of this leaf in water. I think I'll rotate it from this side to this side, maybe leave it on one side for one day and then alternate to the other side the other day, and hopefully that will I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can save it then this way. So I did cut off both the flower stems. So one of them was pretty much all the blooms were pretty much dried off anyway, but the other one was still actually looking pretty good. So it's pretty amazing. So what I'll probably do is just stick this into a vase or something. Maybe here, and with some water. Yeah, so I cut off the stems because, well, there's no point if, I just wanted to focus on surviving, really. Hopefully growing some roots now, and then once it starts growing roots, I think at that stage it should be okay. I've tried doing the whole putting it on media thing, and with other orchids, without roots. And I've tried to do the whole putting them on media thing, but that just didn't seem to work out for me. So I'm gonna try this method, and hopefully that will do something. I'm gonna put it on this side actually because this side is more floppy than the other side.